Good morning, children. Myself, Firal Desai. I hope you all are fine and you enjoyed the Diwali vacation. Happy New Year, all of you. I hope you all are safe at home. So, today we are going to learn our chapter 8 Delhi during the medieval period. Bhagwati Ben went on tour of North India. She was interested in history and so she noted down information about the rulers of Delhi in her diary. This tour diary was read out in the classroom. What was read out is as below. Whatever the one Bhagwati Ben, she went in on tour of North India, and whatever she has seen that she noted in her diary, and here whatever she has written here we are going to read. Just move your finger in the textbook. The Delhi Sultanate was founded in beginning of 13th century. The Sultanate was in 13th century. After the death of Gori, one of his loyal slaves means his assistant, loyal means he was the very loyal to the to him, become became the commander and established control over the throne of Delhi. Thus, the slave dynasty started ruling over Delhi. Now, that slave dynasty has started ruling over Delhi. Though he faced many difficulties in establishing his power in India, he managed to provide a stable administration. He started He started the construction of a minar. Who has started? That slave of Sultanate. He started construction of minar. His son-in-law, Itutmish, who was succeed him. What is the name of that slave's son? Is Ilutmish. Completed the construction of that minar. He was started the minar of construction of minar, and in between he his dad. So who has started? Who's continue? His son. This minar, which came to be known as the famous Qutub Minar. Now we know the Qutub Minar. It's a very famous monument. Is shown in the picture 8.1. Here we can see the Qutub Minar. The architectural style in Qutub Minar was constructed is a mixture of Hindu and Muslim styles. Now these minars construction was mixed in Hindu also and the Muslims also. We know the mosques are in different construction and the temples are in different construction. When you have seen the temple, you know this is the temple, and when you pass from the mosque, you know it very well, this is the mosque. So mixed of Hindu and Muslim styles. Itumish was also slave in the beginning. Now Itumish he was also the slave in the beginning. He conquered many territories in India and made them a part of Delhi Sultanate. Now he did the war with the kings and he captured their state, and that state became the Delhi Sultanate. So he is known as founder of slave dynasty. Slave dynasty means the जो दास दासी रहते हैं. So there's a slave dynasty. Who was the founder? Itutmish. His daughter Razia Sultana ascended the throne after his death in 1236 century. Now Razia ascended throne after his death. Whose death? Itutmish, and Itutmish's daughter's name is Razia. Razia was the first female ruler Sultana. Who was the first female to Sultana? Razia. And she ruled over the Delhi. Razia was efficient ruler. She used to dress as male when she was in the court. She was in the court means we know वो जो दरबार रहता है वो लोगों का. So they were in the court and she used to wear man's clothes. According to the historians of that time, Minhas-e-Siraj, Razia was more capable and efficient ruler than her brothers. Now, Razia has this brothers also, but she was the more powerful, more brave than her brothers. However, being a woman, she was not accepted as a ruler. Yes, at that time, nobody was accepted as a female or any lady be a ruler. So, Amir Armaus disliked Razia as ruler. Who disliked Razia as ruler? Amir Umar As. Razia's rules came to end due to the interference of the Amirs. Now, Razia's rule came to the end. Why? Because who's interfere over there? Amir. There was a complete disorder in the Sultanate for 6 years after her death. Now, there was some problem, was the difficulties, whether people were facing difficulty. There was in disorder. After whose death? Razia's, because she was a very powerful ruler at that time. But now, her death, Amir cannot handle all this. At last, the Amirs enthroned the Nasruddin, the son of Iltutmish. He ruled for 21 years. Now, whom he given to Nasruddin. And Nasruddin ruled how many years? 21 years. After his death, Ghiyas-ud-Din Balban ascended the throne of Delhi. He was a strong ruler who brought an end to the disorder and established peace. Now, who ascended the Delhi? What is his name? Here, Ghiyas-ud-Din Balban. He ascended the Delhi and he was a strong ruler and he made the end of this disorder, because after Razia the Delhi was in hosh posh. So he make a peace. He made the peace in the Delhi. Balban had been Wazir of Nasruddin. Now this Balban, who was there? Who was the Wazir of Nasruddin for how many years? 20 years. But after what, he became the ruler of the Delhi. Subsequently, he ruled as Sultan for 22 years. Now Balban ruled how many years? 22 years. And this Ghiyas-ud-Din Balban, he did how many years? 22 years. And Nasruddin 20 years. He descendants were weak and Khalji dynasty established its over Delhi. Now Khalji, you have seen that is a movie. There's a Khalji is there in that movie. Ranbir Kapoor, I think, and Deepika Padukone maybe. So in that Khalji was there. Khalji, you have seen this role did by the Ranbir Kapoor. Now here are some things to know. Razia Sultana inscribed on stone and coins that she was Iltutmish's daughter. What she has inscribed on the stone? That she was the daughter of Iltutmish. The Kaktiya dynasty used to rule over Warangal in present Andhra Pradesh. Now this dynasty, Kaktiya dynasty, is used rule over in Warangal present in Andhra Pradesh. the attitude of Queen Rudrama Devi. She was Rudrama Devi. She was the ruler in 1259 to 1289 century. A ruler of this dynasty was exactly the opposite to that of Razia Sultana. Now this Rudrama Devi and Razia, both ruler, the density, their ruling style are the opposite. In her inscription, she engraved her name like a man. Similarly, there was a Queen Dida who once ruled over the Kashmir. What is the name of Kashmir Queen? Dida. She was the affectionately called Didi by her subjects. So many ladies did the rule in India. Some part of the India that we can hear. Here there is a Khalji density. Within 4 years, Balban's death. Whose death? Balban. Who have extended the Delhi? Khalji. Then it's known as the Khalji dynasty. Established its rule over Delhi, the trunk community who belonged to Khalji in Afghanistan was known as the Khaljis. Jalaluddin Khalji brought an end the slave dynasty and in its peace founded the Khalji dynasty in 1296 century. Alauddin Khalji, who was both his nephew and son-in-law. Now Khalji, who was both the nephew also and the son-in-law also. Other through Jalaluddin and became the ruler of Delhi. Now what happened? Jalaluddin and he became the ruler of Delhi. He was very ambitious. Who was very ambitious? Jalaluddin. He controlled the interference of ulemas and umraus in the state administration. He controlled the interference of umraus in the state of administration. Alauddin Khalji framed strict laws to control prices. The famous poet Amir Khusro, whose works are well known, adorned his court. There are complete disorder in the kingdom after his death. Again in Delhi there is a disorder that we have talked. After Razia also there is a disorder was there, and now again after his death there is a what happened over there, very disorder in his kingdom, and after replacing the Khalji's dynasty, now its power, whose power? Khalji's power, and it's become the Khalji dynasty. Here we can see the picture of Alauddin Khalji and Amir Khusrau. Now Tughlaq dynasty. Ghiyasuddin Tughlaq founded the Tughlaq dynasty within 4 years after the death of Alauddin Khalji. Dak Chowki, the postal services, was started in his time. Whose time? This Tughlaq dynasty, and in Tughlaq dynasty what has started? Dak Chowki. There is a postal service. The letters were carried by the horse riders. Now who was carrying? The horse riders were carrying from one place to another. Postmen were referred to as halkaro. What is the name of the postman? That is a halkaro. At the time, refer to Saurashtra in Rasdar. In Saurashtra, what is that? Rasdar. To more about the halkaro. Muhammad Tughlaq became the Sultan of Ghiyasuddin Many of decisions that he took were criticized. Among these, the two main plans were the transfer of capital from Delhi to Daulatbad and introducing the use of copper currency. Now what he has started he introduced the copper currency. Till here, which currency were there? There was a gold and silver currency were there, but now which currency has started? Copper currency. During Muhammad Taghlaq's region, Ibn Battuta, an African traveler, Tangier belonging to the Hapsid tribe. Who is the belonging from the Hapsid tribe? This Tangier visited India, criticizing the Sultan's administration. This tribe, Hapsid tribe, came in India and he criticizing the Sultan's administration. He was written that Muhammad Shah's rule was amalgamation of both good and bad administrative policies. Now what he has written, whatever he ruled, Muhammad Shah, his both side he has written. Good things also he has written and bad things also he has written. We'll continue, other topic will continue in next video. Thank you everybody for watching this video. Have a nice day. Stay home. Be safe.